Good morning, guys. I am here continuing in Luke chapter 9, and I'm reading from verse number 32, where it says, Peter and the others had fallen asleep, and when they awoke, they saw Jesus' glory and the two men standing with him. As Moses and Elijah were starting to leave, Peter, not even knowing what he was saying, blurted out, Master, it's wonderful for us to be here. Let's make 3 shelters as memorials, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elisha. But even as he was saying this, a cloud overshadowed them, and terror gripped them as the cloud covered them. Then a voice from the cloud said, This is my son, my chosen one. Listen to him. When the voice finished, Jesus was there alone. They didn't tell anyone at that time what they had seen. Now this, as I said before, this is called the Transfiguration. Here it was, they saw Jesus about to go through one of the most difficult things, in fact, about to fulfill his destiny, his purpose, why he came to this earth. And he was calling on heavenly help, divine help. Moses and Elijah, the prophets, many of whom prophesied about what he was going to do, came, spoke with him, I guess, kind of reiterate that, hey, yes, this is indeed why you came, etc., etc., and so on. And then now Peter got up and saw this thing, and then he was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. This is a heavenly, amazing, miraculous experience. Like, let's just stay here. This is just so wonderful. But even as he spoke, that was taken away from them. A cloud came, covered it, and the experience was done when the cloud moved. Now, the thing is, when we get to those, we all will have those moments where we experience this awesome, amazing presence of the supernatural in our lives, whether it's in a service or time by yourself where God just kind of come and ministers, and beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is heavenly presence being with you, sharing with you, strengthening you in a way that could not have been earthly. But it doesn't last long. That is not something that we're meant to have every day, all the time. It is something that will come and will be there, but then it will leave. And what the strength we receive from that experience is what is supposed to now take us forward into what it is that we're supposed to accomplish. And then he goes on, and this voice says, This is my chosen son, listen to him. So here it was again, even if they had any kind of doubt still left, they themselves saw. Remember, these guys were not there at the baptism of Jesus where the heavens opened and God said, This is my son and I'm pleased with him. They came on board afterwards. But here it was, they were now given that reassurance from God above that says, hey, this is my chosen one, my son, listen to him. So there was another confirmation of who he was, that he was the Christ, he was the Messiah, and we were to listen to him. Even in our modern day things, we need to remember that he is God's chosen one. He's the one who was chosen to walk this way before so that he can leave an example to us. And so his word that he's left with us in the Bible is there for us to listen to, for us to take as our counsel, as our guidance, as well as that every day, every moment, from time to time, presence that will come and speak to us. We're reminded that we need to listen to that, to take him as our main guide. His words need to be our main guide. Listen to him, because that's where we are going to get the best counsel to lead us into our destiny. Remember, he is God in flesh, so he knows what your original design is, what your design destiny really is, and so he's able to really and truly guide you on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, on a long-term basis to get you to that place where God really wants you to be. All right, so that's my word of encouragement as we are here today. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, and I pray that we will be reminded of who he is, and that we are to really and truly listen to him every time he speaks, whether it's through his word, through others, or through individual time spending with him. Listen to him. That's where we're going to get the best guidance from, all right? Remember that he loves you, and I do too. Be blessed. Have a wonderful Wednesday.